I should have already had this pulled up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God damn. I don't want to do that. That's all I need. Welcome, guys, to another stream. Although, let me see. I need to fix this so you guys are gonna see this live. All right. Awesome. Let me just double check. So I gotta go. I don't know whether you can hear that lo-fi in the background. The last drunk stream I did, unfortunately, was not able to be uploaded. Although, honestly, at this point, I don't really give a flying fuck. But there is some news. Hold up. Give me just a second. I have to check this on my Switch. But the last stream that I say 2 streams. Never mind. Restart. I'm drunk. Just enough. I'm in the middle of a Mike's Hard Original Lemonade. They have the big ass cans or 7-Elevens. I've already had a Twisted Tea. One of the big cans as well. Let me just check. The last stream that I had while drunk, unfortunately could not be uploaded because of DMCA strikes. So, I'm going to have to do a drunk stream on a game that I actually enjoy playing and without any of the extra bullshit, if it ever loads. Okay. What? I don't care. Alright, I don't need Steam, I just need that. Okay, alright. So, welcome to my channel, Golden Donk Entertainment. This time it's Jam-Pack instead of Golden Donk. He's on vacation. Just in case you wanted to know, it's the same person, but I just don't want to use an accent. Important news in my world. I have started a new job. I'm installing wood flooring, and I'm actually having a ton of fun. I absolutely love it. I could see myself doing it for an entire career. So, yeah, it's a great thing that I found this. But we're going to get right into OOTP. We're going to continue the journey of Brandon McBeanball. And I probably will do this for like a whole bunch of hours. So this could be going on until 4 o'clock. No, not until 4 o'clock. Until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I could do this for hours. I'm drunk and I'm really focused on doing this. I want to grind through it. And I want YouTube to see that I'm worth it. Or not that I'm worth it. I am worth it. But that I can do this. I want to win a championship very soon, but at the same time, OOTP is one of those games that you have to take a lot of time out. You got to know the numbers and you got to know the specifics. But I'm going to go into Perfect Team because I have 53,000 points, and I'm going to open up some packs, so we're going to see what we're going to get. I already have a very good team, so you're going to be able to see it. And we're going to get into Brandon McBeanball, or I might actually just start a new save. Fuck it. And I might just do it just for shits and gigs. I'm going to be a lot more loose today, obviously, because I am drunk. But also, I just want, oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm flirting with girls. It's fine. I shouldn't be asking that question. People will show up. People will show up. Actually, before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm actually gonna share this on Twitter, and I might do it on Facebook, but hopefully this will gain traction and interest. But yeah, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to get some more, and I'm going to show you my roster. This time, I do need a lot of historical players and gold pack. Ooh, diamond packs. Ooh. I can get 5 of these. Let's just get 5 diamond packs. Hell, fuck it. I unfortunately have forgotten my Twitter every fucking time I've done this since then. But, yeah. Let me just... I need to turn this up. So I gotta really be able to hear my mic, so I'm gonna pause for a second before we get any further to make sure I'm close enough to the mic and that you could hear me. Copy, copy. 1 2 1 2. Alright, so I gotta make sure I'm like right up against the mic because my gain is like really far down, I suppose. Although it's max. Thank you for sorry for that. Every once in a while I have a voice crack. Also because I'm drunk. But thank you, Nintendo, for making the Switch Lite, because it is extremely handy for when I need to check out how bad my stream is. And I'm very sorry for being very far away from the mic, but now I can really focus on really being close to the mic. I could kiss it. Here, let me give you a kiss. Nice and easy. Alright, so we're not going to do that ever again. But let's look through. So we got 58 overall Riley Smith. I need to turn this bitch down. I think it's alright. I just need to turn it down here. Oh, that's not the right thing. So let me just turn this down on my end. I just need it down to 75. I don't want to fuck with that. So we got Manny Machado as our diamond overall, and we got a Unsung Heroes. Anytime I could get these classical players, it's always nice. I need to see whether I could just take out the sound after this, like immediately after this return. So we're gonna, I don't like having the sound on, but I don't know whether you guys can hear the lo-fi I have in the background. I don't assume that you would, but if you do, you know. Let me just see whether I could get it to pop up. Nah, it's too loud. See, I gotta be able to focus now. So you guys won't be able to hear the lo-fi. Unfortunately. I was DMCA striked, like I said, because of TikTok being, you know, what it is. Unfortunately. And I'm not going to mute half the video just for DMCA strikes. I was going to upload it regardless, but unfortunately I cannot. I wasn't really concerned about the monetary portion, but, you know. OOTP settings. Let me see. I don't know. So I've looked through these settings. So I don't know what that was. Oh, that was the league restarting. So we're going to take another big-ass swig of this Mike's Harder. Big swig. Yeah, but we're going to get into a new save. I think... Let me just change this since I'm on the fly right now. Alright, so we're just gonna save it as that new save. Let me just capitalize this. Save it, bitch. Alright, so we're awesome sauce. Let's just continue on. I fucked up. Alright, we're gonna have to do it after that. I apologize. I'm gonna have to turn off sounds. It's just really loud. I don't want to be overpowered, even though I'm really close to the mic. Oh, we got Lou Gehrig. That's so great. Oh, man. I don't really care. Usually the rest of these are pretty dog shit anyway, so. We're just gonna. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna. Misc. In-game sound. Man, I wish there was a way to mute that. So this is more so you could see kind of my settings, but also because I need to find something if they have that setting. Vision. Oh, I need to turn this controller off. Not do that. So I don't like accidentally hit it. You know what? We're gonna do medium animation. I'm gonna be able to really let this thing fly as much as I can because it's a really basic game. Sure. So we're gonna have to restart this maybe, but I just wanna. Okay. I guess we can't take off the sound, so we're gonna just have to deal with it. Man, OOTP Classic is crazy. I actually kind of like it. I kind of like that retro vibe. I'm gonna keep it like this. It's really cool. I've never really looked at this. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette while I'm at it because I don't care. I just need something. All right. So, see what diamond player we get. It should be the next player, right? No, it will be definitely be the next player. Let's see. Ooh, third baseman. I don't know what exactly I need, but once we reset our lineups after this, we'll be able to check it out. We're just going to open up all these packs so we can get done with the sound. There. Ooh, Max Scherzer. Oh, 99 overall. He wasn't 100 overall, but apparently he hasn't been as good as they think that he's going to be. There's only one. Oh, 2 diamonds? Wow, another 99 overall shortstop. Wow. I just kind of so the secret to OOTP online is to really just let it set for months, weeks, and then you'll get a bunch of points, and then you could open up some of these diamond packs, and you might get lucky and have a double diamond like I just did. All right. Okay. Who's our diamond? It's going to be the second to last. Ooh, Anthony Rendon. Good third baseman. Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. Return. All right, so we're going to... Collection. We're going to go to manage roster. Actions. Set the complete lineup. Wow. Do we already have a Max Scherzer? Yes, we do. So we got to really make sure we... So we need to make sure we don't have a Yu Darvish. We do not. I want to keep every... Oh, well. Actually, there's an easy way to do this. Will you go down, though? Yes. Quick sell. 4,500. Alright, so we don't need a... So we're gonna... I just typically quick sell anything that is not currently active. It's no use to have inactive cards. So really, I mean, I would just sell them, honestly, at this point. There's no real point in keeping all the cards that you don't need or want. So, I mean, unless you want them, add them to collections, which I typically don't. Shh, little boy. Stop. Says I could get one back. Okay, alright. I thought so. Like, you could get one pack. So we're gonna get one historical, because I need some historical players. We're gonna take another sip of this alcoholic beverage. You're not really gonna get a diamond, but you're gonna get a bunch of historical players, which will help you if you want to go on to some of these historical attorneys. But I haven't done them in a while, so they're all historical players. There are some good ones, but there are a lot of bad ones. There's very rare that you get anything really good. The best card that I got was actually that Lou Gehrig. Not the best current card that I have. So Cecil Cooper, that's really good. So we're going to take a look at my lineup. Really, I don't really do much on the online stuff. I just let it simulate. But we got Jacob deGrom at 100 overall. That's our only 100 overall. But we got a bunch of diamond guys, except for barely Christian Pache and Kenta Maeda. Sorry. But these guys are barely, like, they are one overall away from being diamond. So Nick Birdie, John Franco, Kenta Maeda, and Christian Pache have not currently been replaced. So if you look at our lineup, we got the best lineup I could possibly imagine. Jacob deGrom, Lucas Giolito, Max Scherzer, Jacob Schmidt, and Bobby Shantz. With Nick Birdie, John Franco, Raisel Iglesias, Kenta Maeda, Herman Marquez, Orval overall, Rube Waddell, and Liam Hendricks as our pitching core, which are very good players. Yasmani Grandal, JT Realmuto, both live players. Lou Gehrig, we just got. DJ LeMahieu, a very solid first baseman. Jackie Robinson, I got him a while back. I don't remember exactly when I got him, but I'm going to have to... I wonder if it shows you that. I'm actually kind of want history. Well, you can see all of his stats, just what he was when he was playing. Yeah, what year are we in? 2081. So that's kind of amazing. We've simmed all the way to 2081. So that's how far I've just kind of let it simulate. I'm a part of a league, and I don't know. I haven't really checked, so it tells really a home screen. Let's just see what our info is. How many championships have we won? Reports. I don't know where we are. Man, how do I check this? I haven't. I don't know much about the online stuff. League. Let's just look at the league home screen. I haven't really been on this much, so 16 minutes till the next simulation. I'm probably not going to be on for the rest of the night, but I would like to. I really wish I knew the history. Whatever. So we're just gonna go back a bunch of pages. I really wish I knew how much like championships or if I have won a championship, because we are first overall. We're not dominating, but we're far enough ahead. We're 6.5 games back from the Toronto Blues and the Vineyard Islanders, as well as this. We're 18 games above the West St. Paul Predators. And the baseball team is absolutely sucking complete and utter donkey shit. But I want to see what their team looks like. You know, I am not like. Alright. So, let's just see what their. Wait. Who's our. So, I actually want to look at the pitching. Okay. That's why. Because I'm all diamond. Well, all but 3. Ow. Keep your paw off me. I have 3 cats right beside me. One just clawed me in the back. I'm sorry. One forward. So, awesome. I don't think I have anything more to do, so let's just go back to OOTP start screen. We're going to start a new save. Brandon McBeanball we'll come back to. I just want to address a... We're going to do a custom game. We're not going to do challenge mode. I don't really like it that much. Real World League. We're going to add the Independent Leagues, Mexican League. I'm going to just show you what I normally run. This is just going to be kind of a getting into it. I just kind of run pretty much everything except for French. And I don't know what that one is. I should know my countries, but I'm kind of drunk, so. We're not going to also add Czech, but we're going to add Spain, France. No, that's not France. That's... Oh, fuck. Series A1 baseball, which is... I don't remember that flag. Australian, the Chinese, the Korean, and both Japanese. Actually, we're only going to add the main Japanese and as well as a Cuban, because Cuban, Mexican, Japan, Korea, China, Australia. Well, not including Australia, but I like Australian baseball. Spanish, German, all those guys might show up, but you're probably going to get more from the Nippon, Cuban, and maybe Mexican League. You probably will not get an Australian, Italian. Fuck, I got it. Italian, German, or Spanish League. And we're not going to do World Cup of Baseball because I feel like it's just a bit of a distraction. But we're going to go to advanced mode so I can show you my typical settings. I'm going to run it pretty real. We're going to rename this to YouTube 2. And then we're going to... Yes, sir. I need to add a U into that. As long as I focus on what I'm doing, I'm good. So we're going to start in 2020. We're going to look at settings. So scouting accuracy, we're gonna keep it at normal. Bi-monthly, we're gonna change it to monthly. I like to have those monthly scouting reports because I feel like it just gives me a more accurate representation of what our players are going through month by month. It's a pretty typical setting to keep it at, but I think if you're new to the game, keep it monthly because you'll be able to keep a more consistent control and a more consistent view of what your team is developing as. We're going to keep all the reports because it's really nice to know the history of those players, see where they came from, and see where they are, especially at the end of their careers, especially if we know it's their last career season. It's good to look back and see where they came from and see how they were developing and see where, there might have been a hiccup in the OSA or the lead scouting reports as, we change scouts or whatever. I like to do 1 to 100 on current ratings and potential ratings, on all of them, really. It just gives me a better look because if you do 20 to 80, it kind of gives you a 2x2 kind of thing where you're just looking at between 20 and 80. If you get 1 to 100, you get a more accurate representation of what your players are going to actually be off. We're going to keep show ratings. Well, no. We're going to cut it off because that's just a thing. We're going to keep it at stars. Stars, I think it's just a better visual representation because you get to look at what players might develop better. So we're going to keep it at stars. It's just, honestly, at the NWL, it's just going to be a cleaner look, and it's just really going to give us a better view so we could kind of see what estimates we could get. It's nothing more than that. Yeah, we're going to keep them all. We're going to keep them relative to their current selected league because as the leagues change, the ratings will change. So if you get somebody, say, from the Australian Baseball League, which will probably be like 1 star to 2 stars at max in the MLB, really gives you a kind of comparison to what players you're playing against. And we're going to do it based on position this time because I feel like comparing every player to all players is just a very bad way of doing it. If we have the best overall second baseman, we want to have best overall second baseman, not have second baseman that may be like 10th overall in the complete MLB. We want to be able to make sure that we're just focusing on position to position so we get the best player per position. I'm going to be right back. We're going to mute OBS. And I'll be right back. So let's just mute this. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened, but we're back. OBS is back up. So we're gonna continue off. I just finished my restroom break, so we're gonna continue on with the settings. We're gonna use complete coaching system enable. We're not gonna we are gonna enable owner goals. Mainly because I feel like it's a better challenge if we have to adapt to what the owner wants. And as a general manager, we don't want to be getting on the owner's bad side, and we just want to be making development. So we want to make only major league players for Facian. Well, all of it. It's just going to take longer to load, but I'm going to talk about some. I'll figure it out when I get there. Upon player creation, we're going to Facian players always if needed, and we're going to do all personnel for Facian. So it might not look realistic, but it might also. So I don't remember, we're going to enable injury. We're going to actually do it realistic. We're going to keep it as realistic as possible, so high. Realistic modern day, delayed, occasionally delayed injury diagnostics. That will give you a little bit of dramatic pause. Basically, it will give a bunch of realism, because sometimes with some of these injuries, you don't know exactly what it is until you get a scan, or until you research it more, or until you get an actual notification. Sometimes those CT scans take a couple days, so it just keeps it realistic. We're going to try and keep this as realistic as possible. We're just going to keep it average for this one. I don't want it to be too high, because I don't feel like a lot of the position players always fatigue super fastly. We're going to enable suspensions, and we're actually going to turn it to high. I kind of like the suspension mechanic. It really brings in a lot of drama and a lot of storylines that we could dig into and really just kind of look at. And I really want to pay attention to the news feed as we come up, so we could really look at the news. I want to be focused on the team just as much as I want to be focused on the rest of the league. So that's really what I want to go for. That adds this drama always is helpful. We're going to use personality ratings, and we're going to show it there. We're just going to keep it all the same. And we're going to always... So this is a really good thing to keep your clutter down low. If they've never reached the majors, what's the point of keeping their data? So we're just going to delete it all as soon as they retire, because it just really... What it does is eventually just clouds up and really fills up the league unnecessarily. All right. I got to give attention to one of my cats real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. My baby boy. His name is Catsby, and you could guess why. He is the great Catsby. He has not been killed because he got shot in front of the pool because of jealousy. Because they were driving... Synopsis. Okay, let me just give the synopsis of The Great Gatsby. If you're in high school and you're about to have to read The Great Gatsby, let me just give you the brief synopsis. This isn't going to be something that you put into your essay or whatever, but let me just put it like this. So the story starts out with Great Gatsby. Let me just back up a bit further. You're meeting this guy, and he's a cousin of somebody, and he meets the Great Gatsby, who knew somebody who knew. And, well, basically they go on a car ride. Somebody gets drunk. Somebody gets laid. They go to town. They get... No. Somebody gets laid on the way. Somebody stops in at a gas station, lays some fucking pipe. And then they go to town. They get fucking drunk. They switch cars for some reason. And then they think the Great Gatsby is one of them. So they come to their house and shoot him. Basically, that's how you summarize it in like a couple sentences. We're going to continue. We're just gonna keep these major league only. Like I said, it really just makes everything just sim smoother and faster. Um, we're gonna keep this all standard. I don't really mess with this. Trading difficulty average, trading preference. They're gonna favor veterans. I feel like a lot of the current day MLB focuses less on, especially the top teams, less on prospects but more on veterans. So I feel like this is a more realistic viewpoint because a lot of these competing teams don't want somebody who could potentially turn into something because they could afford it. Like, let's just think about the Dodgers. They don't really, really want these prospects. They're going to get them whether they want it or not. The plain and simple fact of the matter is that they need some of these veteran guys to come in and make an immediate impact. So, if you're thinking about that, all teams really want to compete. So, we're going to keep it to favors veteran because I really feel like that's the way it goes. And it's not really heavy favor veterans because you tend to see a lot of teams in the rebuilding phase want to go for prospects. So that I don't want to put too heavily favored veterans. That's not realistic at all because I don't see every team going into a complete, storm for the title every year. We're going to use sabermetric because I want to keep it more realistic to modern day baseball. In 2020, there's a lot of general managers and managers who focus more on the sabermetric, the splits favored approach. Although you do see a lot of people who will just plug in that power hitter because of the potential of power hitting. Even though we all know that this year they've adjusted the ball to less favor the home run hitter. So there's more strikeouts, less home runs, and that really throws a wrench in things. Oh, fuck. I apologize. I'm getting to be very drunk. I've only had 2. What are these? I've drinking almost 2 23.5-ounce beverages, alcoholic beverages, in the last hour. And this one has this is Mike's Harder lemonade. This is just the original because that's how they sell it at our local 7-Eleven. It's 8% alcohol by volume. Let me look at this Twisted Tea. I imagine that it's relatively the same. It's 24 ounces, so a little bit bigger, and it's 5%. So this Mike's Harder is hitting me like a fucking brick. But we're gonna continue on. I'll push through it. It's no big deal. Autosave, we're gonna do it once a month. I think it's really important to keep it once a month because at the beginning of the month, you not only get your scouting report, but you also get a quick save. So, every single month that you pass, there will be a quick autosave, and so you never lose progress. So if you're in the middle of a month, you just lose it. So if you want to redo it, you can. But, yeah. Save box scores for all major leagues. That's really important. We're going to keep these pretty much the standard. We're going to keep injury news from 2 years ago. And also, generally, it's more important. Generally, I don't really want to keep all the news because there's so much news that comes through. There's at least more than like 2,000 emails or messages that come through as a manager. It's not useful to keep it for 2 years ago when you have like a bunch of freaking messages. It's nice to know, but at the same time, it's more important to keep those injury logs. Transaction logs, not too important. So we're going to look at teams, rules. So we're just going to... Oh, I did it wrong. No thanks. We'll go back. Okay, so now that we have to re-fucking do it, we're going to just go back and just change the settings afterwards. So we're just going to add the Chinese, the Korean, the Nippon, the Cuban, Mexican, independent leagues, because you could still get some talent. The French league, that's not French, the Italian league, the German league, the French. I'll add the French one in this one, and Spanish. And we're just gonna rename it YouTube 2 as well. God damn it. Alright. And let's just see whether we get anything more. I don't think so. Alright. So we're just going to do this, and then we're going to fix the settings afterwards. It will be the exact same, and I absolutely promise. I just got to change them afterwards. I just want to get it initialized because I freaked it all up. Fucked it all up. Sorry. I don't want to, when I'm drunk, I don't want to let you have anything unedited. So I'm not going to edit myself. We're going to take another drink of this, though. Man. We're going to smoke another cigarette, too, so don't worry about that. I'm sorry for all those people who say I shouldn't smoke cigarettes, but at the time, or at the moment, what the fuck? I'm just bro. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change wind here. I'm going to try and edit myself as much as possible because I feel like it's just the right thing to do. I'm going to apologize to everyone who got offended or who doesn't like cussing. I deeply apologize, even though I am drunk. I did not mean to offend anybody. Let me just get this. You might not know I'm drunk, but it takes a lot of focus to be drunk and be able to handle myself as well as I am. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm taking off the little clip on one of these Bic lighters. They're so stupid. I could light this thing so easily without that little guard on the, what is that? That might be flint or whatever sparks the flame. If you're wondering why I'm smoking inside my damn house, I'm gonna put it simply. At this point, my house or trailer, if we're gonna be realistic, is at that point of being so run down by miss or un. I'm gonna do this for you guys. I want you guys to know who I'm macking on. Amid my breakup a couple months ago, I still love the woman I was with. But not the same discretion as before. As much as I still love her, I've made a lot of mistakes. And I don't blame her for not wanting to be with me. I didn't mean to make any of those mistakes, and I can't say that enough. And I'm not going to explicitly say those mistakes because at the same time, she made as many mistakes as I did. And, I feel like if there is that mutual, mistake making, we're doing the same thing. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I still love her deep down. I think for right now, it's just I'm past the point of wanting to be back with her. I think if you've ever been in a relationship where it's ended and you just want to find somebody new, maybe a different change of pace, and maybe somebody who has a bit different of a personality, it's always nice to find someone else who, I think, okay, ultimately, I think it's just more refreshing. It's always nice to talk to someone else, make friends. But I think if your relationship is at a point of toxicity to where it isn't worth keeping, then maybe it is worth trying to find somebody new. And that's what I'm doing. God. Can't believe it's already like fucking 4. I really wish this would load. So, in the news of NFL, Aaron Rodgers still wants to trade. Julio Jones still wants to trade, which is a big change of pace for the NFC. And from what I heard, at very least, Julio Jones wants to be, or is being heavily recruited by A.J. Brown of the Tennessee Titans. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, everyone assumes and everyone thinks that he's just going to be a part of the Packers. I'm kind of indifferent. As much as I could see him being a part of the Packers, I could also see him just fully retiring, just because of the situation he's in. The team, the Packers, are in full control of his contract, and that really makes things complicated for him. So for that, I would like to say to Aaron Rodgers, man, you might as well just suck it up for another year or two. I know your career is pretty much over. I know that you're still probably going to put up MVP-like numbers, right? You're 38. Tom Brady's, 42? 41, 42, right? Early 40s. Or even 40. I think he's like 42, if I remember correctly. You're at the end of your career. First ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt, right? But at the same time, why not just stick it out for the rest of your career? I know that there's some philosophical differences, but at the same time, where is your situation going to be particularly better where they don't have a quarterback, right? You see Jacksonville this last draft addressed their need with Trevor Lawrence. So did the Jets with Zach Wilson, right? 49ers addressed their quarterback situation a bit earlier than they need to, although it just shows a lack of faith in Jimmy G with Trey Lance, I believe. It could have been... No, it wasn't Fields, because Fields got taken by Chicago in the top 10, I believe. But, Aaron Rodgers, where are you really going to go? Amid the Deshaun Watson allegations and shit like that, there are very few places at the moment where they don't have a certain quarterback who is going to dominate. Where I'm going to be the GM this time. And I'm not going to be fired. We're going to spend our entire career with one team. I don't know what team that's going to be. Right now, I'm just kind of looking at the teams. I might do the Pirates again. I've done the Pirates once. I really didn't have much success. I kind of bailed out to San Fran. San Fran is a good team to go to at this moment. In early 2020, they weren't really spectacular. But also, we have teams like Arizona. Right here. The Reds could use some help. Colorado Rockies are getting there. Miami, of course. I'm not going to go to Miami, though. We're going to go to the team that has never won a title, Seattle. I watched the John Boyce and Alex Borstein Secret Base channel. 3 hour, 40-minute full documentary on okay, so we're gonna game settings. We're gonna. Yes. So one of the things you always want to make sure of is you want to incorporate stats in the scattering report so you get a complete scattering report, because if you don't include stats, then you don't get a real view of what they're going to be able to, or what they're going to be able to produce once they get to the big time. Sorry, I had to give some of my cats attention because they're begging. So we're going to change this all to whatever we want it, or whatever we had. Oh, we're not going to keep that. I don't want to be in control of the lineups. I just want to be in control of whatever the GM is in control of, which is player acquisition and re-signing. We're going to keep all reports and we're going to we're not going to keep that. Autosave once a month, of course. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on this. You guys already know the settings. I've already explained it before, so I'm just going through it. Storylines, of course. So we're going to go to face gen. Hi. Show up. Go. Move, little boy. Ow. My fucking little cat keeps fucking using his claws. Alright. Show, use team chemistry system, use player morale, use... And we're going to delete. We're going to let it just delete all retired minor leagues. As much as I care about the minor leagues and how important it is to the MLB, I feel like those who never reach MLB are not necessary to my database. So we're going to just let them delete that. I'm going to turn my mic right side up. 23,000. God. It's always a fucking big number. Major League players only. Okay, we're just gonna update all these real quick. It shouldn't be like too long. I might be wrong. You know what? It's gonna take fucking forever. I'm just gonna, you know what? So since we can't set up this, we're just gonna put none. So we're gonna AI settings, average, favors veterans, and sabermetrics. Alright, so we're gonna look at the almanac, not really matter, database, and league settings. Alright, so we're good to go. So, just go to the office and let's look at our news and mail. So, acquire a power hitter. Stay close to 500 and keep building your team up in order to reach the playoffs in the next 4 seasons, even though we got an unlimited season. And I'm going to do a cheesy fucking simple thing. And I'm just going to, I don't think I'm in, setting, that's not what I wanted. Game settings. I'm just going to put it into commissioner mode for just a second once I find it. League settings, I believe. Nope. Alright, looks like we're not going to be able to do that. That's fine. That's fine. I haven't really played an original one in a long time. I really don't play a lot of just standard OOTP. But we'll continue on. So, we're just going to look at our team. Not that. Lineups and depth charts. So, as our starting lineup, Malik Smith, 3.5-star potential, left fielder, 27 years old. Kyle Seager. A lot of these guys we're going to just put up for trade. Trade options. Available. Kyle Seager. Available. Since we don't have to worry about anything. Shed Long. I just really want to keep people under 26 at this point. Anybody older than that can go hit the road. I know Tom J. Murphy is, or Tom Murphy. Yeah, Tom Murphy is definitely. Fraley. Yeah, he's younger. 26, right on the edge, and J.P. Crawford at 25. So let's look at our pitching staff. Marco Gonzalez, 28, immediately hit the available. Yusei Kikuchi, 29, as well can hit trade block. Kendall Graveman can also hit the trade block. Nick here. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. That's fine. 24. That's fine. T1 Walker, and I think that's just. I will keep him. No, just lies. So we're just gonna kind of see how we sim out. Really, I'm not really completely worried about it. I try and give you the best viewpoint. The last game, so we could just definitely see what happened in the last game, so we could adapt and overcome those situations. Your next. Always looking at the next game. It's more it's just as important as the last game. Standings, obviously, we need to have a good point of that, a good viewpoint of that. Inbox, we always want to make sure we're up on the news and everything else. Division graph, I always like to see the graph to see where we are in the hunt. Top prospects, that's always nice, so you can see who you have coming up the system. Team injuries, so you can see who's injured. Personal info, it really doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, I just like to look at, I just like to look at who, or my personal info to see what my career has turned out like. Team finances is always nice to know. It also gives you a viewpoint of player payroll, money for free agents, and complete budget. And look at your owner, who is 64, John Stanton. Team staff, it's always nice to look at your staff. Jerry D. Poto is our assistant general manager. He's been at it for 13 years. 10 years for Scott Servais. I kind of want to look at that. So we're going to go over to front office, and we're going to look at personnel. If I click on it. So obviously, actually, manager options. We're gonna let Depoto manager that, and we're gonna let Depoto handle our minor leagues. Other than that, I want to control it all because it just well, I don't let I'll set the budget. No, you know what? I don't like doing all that detail. I don't really want to handle the budgets. I just want to player acquisition. We have team chemistry as well as team position rankings. It's always nice to know where your team is and how they're feeling about their current situation once we get into championship form. Although it won't be an issue because I'll be more than content they'll be ecstatic. Who's hot, who's not, so you can see who's performing and who's not. Although if you have assistant general manager handling that, kind of doesn't matter. And league events, it's always nice to have a good eye on what's coming up in the league. Team batting leaders and pitching leaders know who's hot in your team. I'm not really worried about the league. I just wanted the best players available on our current roster. So that's not what I wanted. Manager office. So we're just gonna start simming. I don't really have much to say about this. Okay, so we're just gonna do scouting players. So draft pool revealed. I'm not really worried about that. So we start in July. It's the middle of a season. Oh, that's for sure middle of the season. Although, if this is starting in 2020, it's going to be the 62 game. Although, so we're going to have a full deal. We're not going to really change a ton of this. We're going to allow injured players to be traded because I feel like that brings a additional sense of realistic feeling to it. Another drink. So, we're not going to change the nicknames. I want them to remain current, even though I know the Indians are kind of a hot topic here. We're going to keep it realistic as far as that's concerned. And we're going to add tiebreaker games because I think that adds that last bit of drama. And we're going to just see what these settings look like. Historical, I'm not really worried about that. Alright, we're just... I don't vividly remember what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't remember what I was looking for. So we're just gonna continue on since I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, wait. I do remember, actually. I wish I was only 162. I think it's under... I think it's under this. I don't quite remember. Oh, these are all financials. I really wish I remembered which setting. Oh, there it is. I want the full 162, baby. There ain't nothing gonna... Oh, fuck. 1, 6, 2. Enter. Now... We're just gonna generate fictional character, say schedule, so we could just have something there. So we're just gonna continue on. I don't really care about the fictional schedules or anything. I'm gonna have to stop the stream soon. Getting fucking sideways on this shit. I'm getting bored. Alright, well, you know what? After this loads, I'm gonna stop it because I'm getting too fucking drunk from my shit. Sorry, guys. I'm getting too fucking sideways. I might have been spitting all over myself too. Alright, we're just gonna save and quit. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining Golden Dock Entertainment with Jam Pack Drunk. So, thank you.